Hello my brothers and sisters from hell, it is Satanic game from hell, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to rendezvous in Kerbal Space Program. So, quick note before we start. First of all, obviously, I do, Let's Plays on my channel, stuff like that, but sometimes I do tutorials and Easter eggs and unboxings, so whatever, but that's one thing, so you'll wonder. But the thing that you want to note, this is a sandbox world, right? This is not career mode and this is not science mode. This is a sandbox mode. In addition, I have unbreakable joints, no crash damage, ignore max temperature, infinite propellant, and infinite electricity. And the way you open this window is by holding Alt and hitting F12. And the same way for closing it. And as for menu, as for main menus, difficulty, everything's on and re-entry heating is off. Yes, this isn't fair, and this doesn't exactly teach you how to do it in a crucial moment, but this is here to give you a general idea of understanding of how to rendezvous. So, what I want you to know before starting this video, I want you to be able to go to orbit carrying the object that you want without, obviously majorly failing and stuff. And basically overall just being able to control orbits and maneuver nodes, and then obviously escape Kerbin's atmosphere in order to do stuff. So what you're gonna want to do here is, so let's hit T, Z, open the resource, go to M, to the map, set as the target. Yeah, good. So let's see, we have 101 and 99. It doesn't matter at all. So full throttle, max engines, everything, and launch. Alright. And again, since I have infinite fuel, it doesn't count. But, again, this is just to give you the general idea and understanding behind the whole rendezvous. Because I know that many people have a problem with rendezvous. Well, my goal with this video is to teach you exactly how to do it in an easy way. Well, probably the only way, but it was very hard for me, I can tell you right now. When I first did it, I tried to do the entire tutorial scenarios, and well, I had to look up a video because I didn't understand shit for what Scott Manley was saying, and I'm really sorry, but I just couldn't understand everything. This game is too much information. Like, I honestly need to learn every trick and just process it in my own language, because this is impossible. So now we've reached a bit over 100. It's okay, because it's still gonna go down since we're still kind of in the atmosphere. Once we go to the no atmosphere, not orbit, but also not atmosphere, we will be kind of good. Well, yes, you can see our speed's going down, but leave it at 100, as long as it's at 100. I'm not gonna time forward yet, but this, yeah. So again, this is just to give you an understanding. Yes, this is unlimited fuel and other stuff, but again, this is just a tutorial to teach you how to, so when you're doing it, you'll know. So obviously, again, what you need to know before watching this video is, again, how to control orbits. You have to be pretty good at it. Everything else is somewhat easy, somewhat. So, okay, we just left orbit, so I can pretty much burn prograde now, or at least to this side, because the prograde isn't there yet. That's my fault for not going in the escape trajectory, but or we can wait to get to the apoapsis. So let's warp there. Now that looks good. So launch, and we're gonna make ourselves a orbit around Kerbin or Earth, whatever you wanna call it. And as you can see, our orbit is way off in the inclination, but we'll fix that later. This is my fault when I initially launched the engine. And oh shit, I forgot to do so. This is basically my second attempt trying to record this, because sometimes apparently when I record this game, besides the glitch, it just doesn't record. It stops or whatever. And I only realized it later, but once I get this guy into orbit, I'll quickly go to the thingy that I want to show you, and we'll see. Okay, where's the periapsis? There's a neat trick I also want to teach you guys. Okay, so you know how I have to hover my mouse over, right, to see where I am? Well, not exactly. If you hover your mouse over a thing you want information about, okay, so Kerbin periapsis, if you right click on it, it will pin it down. and then you don't have to mouse over it. And you can pin up to 3 things, anything after that, and you'll only see ellipsis points. But this is still kind of a useful tool. So, just like that. Well, I actually should go to the other side. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of orbit fixing. Right. This is sort of a stable orbit. So, now if I switch to the thing, I want to show you what I'm trying to do here. So this is my station. It's basically the core. This is what I initially launched, and it had lots of problems. Anyway. And now I want to dock 4 of these, what I call by-docker extenders. It's just something, a quick little object that I made, and I called it that way. It's sort of a mini construction. It's to extend, you know, on ports. So I want to add additional 3 rockets. I already did one. I'll just show you the one right now, and then the rest basically is a rendezvous. So, well, kind of, yeah. Once you get it once, you know, you'll be able to do it multiple times. Trust me. Just trust me on this, guys. So, it doesn't matter if we see the fuel or not. We're not wasting any anyway, but still. Now, once you're in orbit, I really hope you pack some solar panels, because if you run out of power and you forget to deploy them, you're screwed. If you feel that you might forget a small detail like this, make sure to also pack some static solar panels. I obviously don't need them, but just so I look cool, I want to deploy them. Yeah, this is annoying. There you go. They'll deploy eventually. So, we're gonna be in the ascending node first, right? So, add a maneuver node, and we want to bring this to a 0. So, let's use that nifty trick. Let's pin it down by right-clicking again, and let's change this out. Okay, it's at a 0. I guess you can make it prettier, but this is good for now. This is the initial thing we need to set up here. Now, what's going to be our periapsis and apoapsis? Our periapsis is going to be a bit 98. So we're good, and definitely good. So, let's turn... Oh, shit, I almost freaking broke my mouse or whatever. I'm going to turn towards the maneuver marker, which is always in there. And we're going to deploy this, because we don't need this in space anymore. That was fucked. Oh well, that worked. There's the by-docker. This is what fuck. This is what's gonna dock. And this is the guidance unit, well, the drone, you could say. So, just gonna left click and warp to maneuver. And that's gonna work. Oh, hello space station, you're pretty close today. Let's see, what happens if I... Can I just... I don't have to wait, right? Fuck waiting. Slower. Go suck. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, you really should fine-tune this just to make sure, you know, everything goes according to plan. It's advised to do that. Oh, just... Well, fuck you then. You know what? Mate. Yeah, I don't know what, mate. So, honestly, add maneuver. Don't be ridiculous. You have to do this according to the rules. Obey the rules. Of course. Of course, sir. So, warp to maneuver. To next maneuver. Okay. And once you're there... Well, this sucks! Come on, I can... Fuck you. What's it? How close will I be? Can I fucking... Fuck, whatever. Right. This is stupid. Oh. I trust you know. Okay. This is easily fixable. I just have to burn the opposite way. Am I right? Am I right? I most definitely am right, guys. 90% of the time, I am always right. Just don't worry about it, okay, guys? Just don't worry about it. So, you see? You see? You You see? It's a 0. Yay, victory. Now, wow, we're actually gonna be landing in a 100 kilometer separation rate. You know, that's great. But that's not what this tutorial is about. This was a completely struck out block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy this. One chance. You killed us all. Oh no, we're so far away from it now. What do we do? So, looking at the target's apoapsis. It's 101 and this... What the fuck is... Oh. And this is... And the periapsis is the 99. Which is good. So we need our periapsis to be 105 and the apoapsis to be 106. Basically what that means, we want to have a 5 kilometer difference in the orbits, while the inclination, while the sending nodes are at 0. So, our periapsis is... So let's go to our apoapsis fast. So let's increase it. And what do we get? A periapsis. We said that periapsis is a 99. And that's... And we want it to be a 105. No, a 104. Because plus 5. Yes, 104. Carefully, 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 carefully. Yeah. Oh, 104. That's about right. So. As you can see, we barely have to burn at all, just like 0.8. That's nothing. Yeah. But yeah. You completely miss your target, mister. Thank you. Warp to next maneuver. Just warp around. Just warp around. There. So. I'm going to burn exactly on target since we don't have much burn time. Like, we don't need much, like 0.8 meters per second. Like, that's nothing. That's exactly 0. 0, 0, 0 snapping sound. Like, that's it. 104. Now, we want to go to our periapsis. Put a node. And lower it. Shit, this is a bit let me focus on curving just for now, just to fix this. Let's just put the thing there. So we need it to be 106, right? 101, so 106 because it's plus 5. Now use the tool that I've taught you guys, which is the right click. Information all the time. So we need a 10. Why is my brain not working? 105. 106. 106. Carefully. Carefully. A bit less careful. 106. Right. Well, that's about as good as I can get it. So, we're gonna turn towards the maneuver marker. And once we are there, and a trick that I use if your SAS overshoots, just speed up and speed down, you know, the time warps. Warp and warp next maneuver. And cancel, because I don't want to focus on whatever anymore. There you go, small launcher. So, next maneuver. And we're gonna get there. There-ish. 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 That doesn't make sense. What am I even talking about? Now slow burns. Slow. Slow. Slow, I tell you. Ooh. Don't overshoot. Nah, that's okay. There. So now, we're in a 5 kilometer orbit distance. You can see it's a very small difference, but it's a difference. Now, what you want to do is hold Alt and hit F5. You're familiar with the regular quick save. Well, this means you can have multiple quick save. So let's call it the 5km diff approach. Actually, fuck it. Instead, click anywhere in your orbit and add a maneuver node. Now, obviously, maneuver nodes predict what will happen in the future, right? So, let's increase the lifespan of this node to forward in time. This is a timer indicator. Now, this is vanilla KSP. I don't have any mods at all. So this is kind of the equivalent of the alarm clock in a way. So we're being that much of a difference, a bit more, 136, 92. That's good. It's a bit freaking broken, but it works. And at this point, you're gonna want to turn towards your target and select retrograde. What this will do is this thing. So, and let me actually now that you saved it, let's see. So it says 1 day, about a day. Okay, so now Alt F5 and call it 1D, which stands for 1 day in my book. Okay, I want to know here day, so you won't. Okay, 1 day. Save it. Now, if you want to access those saves, hold Alt and F9. Okay, so I just found out the reason why my video stopped, recording. What are the quick save and buttons? Oh, it's F5 and F9, which is pretty much the standard button you use to start and stop recording. Well, yeah, apparently I accidentally hit F9, and that's how I stopped my video, so it doesn't crash. Well then, I'm an idiot. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted is, if you click on Alt F9, I'm not gonna do it because it will stop my video recording. But what will happen is it will bring you a menu where you can view your saves. And basically, you know what, let me do this. Okay, so this is what happens when you do that. You see, and here's our 1 day. Right, great. Now, what I was saying after that, I really don't, 1 day. So what you want to, after you're done doing whatever you're doing, docking or whatever you are doing, you're going to want to go to your save file in your saves folder and delete every quick save, because just save the extra hard drive space. It really, because it makes separate files, because this is literally like extra saves. So now that our node is set up, it's basically going to tell you how long it will take you to get to there. Click anywhere in your orbit and click on warp next maneuver. And I've in the main menu of KSP, I've set it so that it's not Kerbal Space Program days, it's real life days, meaning this is a real life day without acceleration. Now we're accelerating at 50 times the speed, the normal speed. What this means is minutes are seconds, hours are minutes, and days are hours. So this will take me arguably 1 hour. Because it's a 1 day, it's 1 real life hour at the current time acceleration to get to the point where I'm comfortable with my target to start doing the whatever I was doing. Now, so again, make sure your nav ball is locked on your target by just clicking here, and it will eventually get to target, and then set yourself to retrograde before you even meet it. Now, see here that it displays the speed, right? The velocity. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm not sure what the synonym word is for speed. I think it's velocity. Pretty sure it's velocity. So the closer you get, or I'm sorry, in this case, since we're in a higher orbit, that means that we're going slower, because the further your orbit is from an object, the slower you rotate. Unless you're dark matter and you're in the Milky and your solar star systems around the Milky Way, in which case dark matter, dark flow, and dark energy influence you, and it just makes no scientific sense. But that is completely not necessary here. This is just a quick little fun tip that I wanted to throw in there. But pretty sure, pretty much. So since I've said it again, yeah, I said about the time. So I'm going to wait an actual hour here. But before I do that, here's a fun fact. So the closer you get to the station, or the station gets to you, the lower your speed distance is. However, there still is a kind of a speed difference in an orbit, because you can have two bodies of objects, bodies, whatever, orbiting another object, a body. Sorry, shit, I cannot English today. I cannot English, but yeah, great job. But it still doesn't matter, because let's say we right now, like, I'm not in a 5 kilometer distance difference, but I'm actually in the same orbit, and the station is here and I'm here. So you can have as many objects going around the same line of orbit, but it doesn't change the fact that the position of the orbit. However, if I am literally a centimeter or an inch away from my station, and I am traveling at the same speed as it, well, basically at zero speed difference. We're still traveling in a sort of speed because orbits, but that means that our orbits will align. You will see an example of that later. Right now, I literally have 1 hour or 1 full day of real life, but yeah, since we're going at 50% time, it's actually an hour. Seconds are milliseconds, minutes are seconds, hours are minutes, and days are hours. Don't even ask me about the calculation here. You can just see, second passed, second passed, second passed. So, this is a pretty cool thing. Yeah, pretty much. So the first thing, again, so what do you need to understand? So again, as I said, I am using cheats. So I have infinite fuel, I have infinite everything. I don't have to worry about anything other than don't be a complete fucking idiot and accidentally turn on your engine and blow the shit out of your station. Don't worry, I won't make you sit for an hour. This is just a few kind of stories that I like to share before I actually skip forward the video. Either time-lapse it, or no, I'm not time-lapsing a fucking hour. I'll just cut the part here. The only thing I'm gonna do is wait for this. So, but the point is, so here's a bit of a story. So yesterday on my other sandbox world, but only there I don't have any cheats. I completely do it legit. It's still sandbox, but it's legit sandbox. That doesn't make sense, right? But trust me, it does. Now, and I was like, shit, we're getting so close to the station. Let's do the multiple quick save thing. And I was like, wait, what was the button again? Was it Shift and F5, or was it Alt and F5? Let's try Shift, it's much closer. Oh shit, I turned on the engine and I blew the fuck out of my station. Luckily, I only had to revert a fucking few hours back and start the entire waiting for this time again. So pro tip, when you're really close and you feel like that's it, you don't need your main engines anymore, get rid of them, get the fuck rid of them, and only use RCS. You do not want to accidentally accelerate with shift and blow the shit out of your station. It's a bad idea. Oh my god, that was the worst. I was in shock that even happened. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. And again, my solar panels are open. That's just so I look cool. You don't actually need them. I don't actually need them. You don't need them if you also have cheats enabled. However, since you probably don't have them enabled, you do need solar panels, and don't forget to open them. And if you do, then make sure to get some standard ones. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, the only difference between sandbox mode and any other mode is that in sandbox mode you have all the parts unlocked. Everything is basically, it's a sandbox. So, then the career mode, well, sorry, the science mode is you have unlimited money. You can still buy as many parts as you want, no penalty. However, not all parts are unlocked, so you have to go to different places to do science. Or, if you go to my channel, I actually have another tutorial on how to glitch the science. It's not exactly a glitch, it's a broken bug, and it's still working. This is the newer version of KSP. I'm not sure if this is the latest, maybe they released a new update by the time, whatever, but it still works. Basically what it is I make a lot of labs. I literally make a vehicle that's just fucking 24 something labs, and the same amount of science juniors. I have all science juniors set up to one hotkey and the lab research to another key, and for some reason you always get data. Even after you harvest it completely, you still get data, so you can continuously, depending on how many labs you got, get more science. So science there is glitchy, otherwise you literally have to work hard for it, and I really don't like that concept. And the final mode is career mode, and it's even worse. Not only do you have the science, but money is actually a resource. You actually have to be careful how much fuel you use, how much parts you break, how much parts you lose, because it literally matters. You actually fucking pay for them. And you take missions, and it's just the worst thing ever. I don't like any of those modes. Sandbox mode is the best mode. This world that I'm in specifically right now is designed for unlimited resources cheats, but I have another one which is vanilla sandbox, but it's, you know, still sandbox. So that's it. I'm pretty sure I've taken enough of your time. The next time we'll see you guys will be when I reach the space station. So I'm going to stop recording right now. Hopefully it won't fuck me up. And just before we do that, quick note: since you're not recording, right? Don't forget to make multiple saves. Like for example, we're still at 1 day. Okay, once you have like, I don't know, 12 hours left, save. 6 hour, save. 3 hour, save. Like save like every so often, so you won't have to sit through this like a shit crap ton of time. Wow. Yeah, just make sure to oftenly save. That's pretty much it. If you followed along, yes, that's it. Your orbit should be set. All that's left to do now is play the waiting game. So, yeah, the next cut, the next cut will be when I'll reach this. So it will take me a full real life hour. So I don't know, I'll probably go play some games or something on my smartphone, that is, because if I play something on my computer while KSP is running, it crashes. I don't know if it's for everybody or just me. Obviously this is a pirated version, so you know, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's overloaded. KSP is working weird, you know, because it's on Unity and RAM, and it's weird. So anyway, without further ado, I will see you guys once I actually get somewhere with this orbit. Meanwhile, your maneuver node should do all of your work for you. But just make sure that before you get there, again, target and retrograde. That is it. See you after this time. I honestly hope that you were expecting me to fail at some point, right? Or make a mistake, since I'm not that professional. It's not a big mistake, it's a minor one. When I said that the days are hours and the months are days or whatever, correction, that is true, but a day is not 60 hours, it's 24 hours. So when it says day, it's 24 minutes. So it's not actually an hour. Huh. So I'm just gonna have to wait 23 minutes. So it's about half an hour from now. And as you can see, the seconds are going really fast. So the seconds are milliseconds, you can say. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back to you guys in 22 minutes, probably. And don't forget about quick saving. You need to always quick save. Anyway. We'll be back when we'll get closer. Or, accidentally, when my thingy, when I'll want to quick save and quick load, you know, it's gonna suck, right? See you next time. Fuck. See you in the next jump cut. So. Okay, and we're back. We're almost at the target. Just 23 minutes left. And I just wanted to show you something. Just a second. Hold up. As you can see, I made a few saves. Day, 12 hours, 3 hours. Oh, I missed. Oh, no. Day, 12 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours, 45 minutes. I should have. You're trying to tell me I didn't save the 25. Anyway, I've just been making saves occasionally. So, wait, let me actually. I know I did do a 22.5 minutes. Yeah. We're almost there now. As you can see, we got closer, so our speed went down. We'll get to about a bit less than 100% kilometers. And like I showed you the trick, you can hover over it and right click, so it will leave the coordinates, everything there. So 22, then 11. Next stop is at 11:25. That means 11 and 15. No, well, that's good enough. 11 point. Fuck. Oh. Apparently you can toggle that with the comma, with the period, but anyway. Anyway. Shit. 11.25 M. And then the half of that, it's basically kind of 5 point something. So, it doesn't matter quick saves anymore. We're basically there, so. Right. But still, it would be nice. So. Oh, and obviously the node told us about that place. It's accurate, but now we can basically disable it. And there you go. Next meetup will be there. So yeah, actually the node was right. Oh well. Let's just wait until what we were aiming for is to get 100. We're trying to get 100, a distance of 100 kilometers away from it. So let's see, 100. Just wait for 100,000. Shit. And once we're there, okay. What? 60. Okay. Stop. So now that we are at 100, or even a bit less, you can see there's our target, right? There's a space station. So, what do? Like I said, we point to retrograde while we're in target mode, and just burn. You can see what's happening in the map. Yes, our orbit just dropped into the atmosphere, but just don't worry about it, guys. You'll see that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're slow relative to the target, but as you can see, we fucked it up. So what do you do now? Well, you always want to be aiming the... Okay. Now we're gonna turn towards the actual target and burn towards it. This is why I told you, I want you to be able to calculate how much fuel you'll need to do this. There's probably a more efficient way, but I'm not here for efficiency, I'm here for progress. Okay, switch to retrograde when things look too bad. But if I won't do anything here, we'll meet in 55 kilometers, which is great, but look at the speed. We don't want to crash into it. Now, so let's burn the retro on the target. Everything we're doing is on the target face of the nav balls, so just watch out for that. And don't ever overburn and never miss your shit. Anyway, a bit lower. You'll get him, Tiger. There we go. To the target, we aim. And we're getting closer eventually to it this way. Again, you can watch a few other YouTubers' videos on rendezvous and sort of combine mine with them. This is basically to show you how you can rendezvous, you know, if you have the extra resources. So, you know, not the most helpful. And yes, again, I'm using cheats, but this is sort of what it's basically about. It's about burning towards the target and stopping yourself on the retrograde. That is the basic gist. It's not difficult that much at all. Well, I say that. Seriously, it's not difficult. Don't say like like say in the comments, oh, like it's not fair, use cheats. Yes, I did, but look, it's not that different, you know. It's not that different. So let's wait for our speed to drop. Still going, still going. Shit, I can't speak. Okay, and burn towards the target now. And you're gonna want to do this until you get close to him, basically. This is exactly how it's supposed to work. Right. Why the fuck right now? Just a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a phone call, so. Nothing special. Let's see here. Let me just pin this down. Right, mate. Okay, so let's now turn retrograde because that's too fast. I'm also gonna pin this. Oh shit. Stop to the target. And burn. And this is basically what you do. Okay, let's see. Now let's turn retro again, and this is basically going back and forth, retro and retro and target mode, just to get yourself closer as well as slower. So again, calculate the exact amount of fuel you need and pack all the tools you'll need, and eventually you'll get there. Turning retrograde now. Okay, turning towards the target again. Okay. Okay, turning towards the target marker again. And we're really close now, we're 18 kilometers. We can't see it because it's on the dark side of the Earth for the moment. But we will see it eventually. Turning retrograde now. And towards the target again, and we'll close in very soon, very soon. Burning retrograde now in a second once we go over to it. Okay, and get close again. As you can see, it is working now. Well, it was working all this time, but I can't see anything. But that's not gonna stop me. Okay. Okay, again towards the target. As you can see, our orbits are getting fairly close. And it's not too long before we land on the target. Well, I say land. They ain't be going any landing here. Be very careful, guys. So we're getting really close, and we're about to get to the sunny side of this of the Earth. So, well, of Kerbin. So, don't worry about lighting, guys. You will have lighting. Don't worry. So this time, I don't think I'm going to use map mode anymore. We're just gonna eyeball it, kind of. 20 is good. Now let's turn retrograde and prepare to burn once we get really close. Shit. Oh, you can see it. You can kind of see it. Okay, now carefully we're going to first of all turn towards it. Now before we continue, let's just make a quick save and call it, okay, there you go, start dock mode. Not necessarily name it like that, but it just makes it easier for me. Oh, there's the sun. So since we made a save, I feel confident removing this entire stage of rockets. So yeah, goodbye. And then turn on RCS. And yes, it's gonna be shitty like that. I don't know what's up with RCS, but just deal with it. Sorry guys. Just. And I actually want to dock this on the opposite side of it. So, like, get over here. Hey, there. Want to dock it there. Also, make sure you have enough monopropellant. But this should help you. That's it. You totally got this right now. Hopefully, presumably. We'll see. No, but my tutorial definitely worked. Again, if I cheated, it's, again, doesn't change anything. You just need to be, all you have to do is just sort of follow the tutorial, right? Well, that's all, but this basically just shows you the rendezvous steps. So again, you need to make your orbit different by 5 and stuff, and then once you get close, that's it. It just, everything, like, you know, like, I understand, like, probably many players didn't understand how to do this, but I think this is more helpful than anything, because I literally, like, talk through exactly what you need to do, and I don't talk in a scientific voice like Scott Manley, who explains everything, and I have frickin' my mind hurts after he's speaking. He's a great guy, like, his tutorials are good, but it's so complicated, like, he goes into all these details, and I just can't follow that. So here I made a tutorial, and maybe also people that have the same problems as I do, and, you know, can't understand his complexity. Here's a simple one for ya. And let's just turn off the solar panel. It doesn't really matter anyway. What just happened? Nothing, that's the point. Oh, there you go. So let's slow down. And the way you use RCS is, first of all, turn it on with R. Then H thrusts you, and it's not supposed to do that, just so you know. So if you, once RCS is on, which is, yeah, H pushes you where the nose is heading, to the front of your ship, thrusts you forward, and thrusts you backward, backwards. Hey, it stopped. Great. So J thrusts you down. L thrusts you up. See? Like L fires down, but that means you're going up. J is down. K is to the right, and I is to the left. I know it's complicated, but try it. So you have H, N, J, K, L, I. If that makes sense. Probably not, but... so what we're gonna do here is which one? No, not no. We want to click on I, so it will push us to that side, right? We want I, and we want to combine I with H, and then we want to slow down. So if we went on I, the opposite of I is K. And if we did anything else, we want to also fix it. Kind of. Hey, go through the oh, right. Aim it at the target. Oh, that explains why my SAS was actually responding to me. SAS turned off. Well, that totally explains it. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes, it happens, the reaction wheel fucks up and stuff, but there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry. I guess, wait, what if, shit, I really don't like how, wow, that would be bad. Okay, just go forward a bit, okay, oh my god, no, please don't, you will be terminated, anyway, right, but get close to it. Now, where's my controls? There. Torque, reaction wheels. Does this help? Pilot only. Oh! Toggle door. Yeah. SAS. Pilot. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's perfect. It's shitty, but it's perfect. Yeah, it's still a bit fucked, but there. So let's get close. And from there, come on, get close, you stupid fucking. And not too fast. Not too fast. No, so there's another key factor here moving it. Is it I? No, it's J. It. What's moving me? Oh, there you go. Oh. Okay. Shit. It's really hard to get used to these thrusters, but once you do, you're good, pretty much. Anyway, I'm going to move, scoot over to the side, and I would actually also like to fix my inclination. What I mean is, hold up. No, actually go. No. Stop. Fuck. What? What do even? What do you even? Do you even? It's going to that side, so come on. Dude, what the fuck? Where's the... This is why you wanna make sure you have fuel, unlike me. This can be very bad if you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're missing if you aren't in the kitchen. That's... If anybody gets that reference, I love you. No, no, no. Just go there. Just go that way. Yes. Oh, so we will be able to slow it down, sort of. Okay. So, moving it towards the target. Now, I'm gonna spin. And where's the frickin', where's my engine stage? Oh, okay. Right. Don't do it too fast. You don't want to kill yourself. Be careful. Make sure you're into target mode and target mode, so it will literally like point you towards the target. It kind of makes it easier. And not too fast. And before I dock, I want to spin myself around so I'll be exactly leveled, and so I won't come out, you know, diagonally or unevenly, because I want this station to be uniform. So again, don't worry. If you're aiming towards the target, then everything is okay. Just let the magnetic and SAS system do the rest. You just do what you do. Now, like that. Is it good? Not that. There. Okay, and we're gonna try and dock now. Come on. Come on. No, no, don't. Not that fast. Not so fast. Shit. Well then. I don't even know anymore. Can you, please just, yeah. Ain't happening. Can you please turn and face the target? Don't turn off SAS. I mean RCS. Just for reference sake, where's the rockets? Okay, they're good. H. Spin this thing. I wanna kind of get away from it and at the same time like thrust towards it, so I'll have enough time to like spin myself and just bam and dock. It's hard to explain because this is not your station, you know, so I don't know how you build your stations, but let's get close, right, because I want to get like in line with it, and then I want to like, I think we're rotated good, so let's just good, keep going. Which one's up? You really should write down on a piece of paper which fucking thruster does what. Wow, it's the other ones. Okay, I think I can remember this, sort of. Oh shit! Not too fast. Yeah. Yeah. Just a bit, yeah. Perfect. H, N, H. Oh. Whoa. Hold up. Steady. Steady she goes, people. And BAM! You have just successfully docked. Let's turn it towards the anti-normal, and I have this space station has its own set of solar panels, the 1.6. There you go. And so now what we're gonna do, it's cool. It's a cool station, you know. I'll give myself some credit for it. And now that's it. So I have 2 more docking ports which I have to do off camera. This is obviously my station. This basically was just a tutorial on how to dock. So there you go. Hopefully it helped you. I'm just gonna decouple this and take control of it. RCS N. retrograde. Doesn't matter where you are as long as you turn retrograde right now. Prepare to say goodbye to this station. Goodbye, space station. Oh, yeah, I forgot that, yeah. Goodbye, station. I'm using my RCS thrusters, which I have unlimited thrust. Again, it doesn't mean it's gonna be true for you guys, but this is just a tutorial. So again, I only showed you how to dock. The amount of fuel, the type of ship, the mass, and all that is up to you. I'm just here to show you how to, again, dock. So you're probably gonna want to use the atomic engines, if anything. I'm not sure, but this is, again, just to show you how to do it. This is how you just initially dock and rendezvous with your target. If something's unclear, just go ahead and rewind back and you might understand it again that time. But Spiral! Look at this cute little thing. Whee! But that's it. I'm just gonna dump this motherfucker into Kerbin and blow the shit out of him. Well, if this is me. By the way, will this break my solar panels? No, it won't. Oh, but this looks sick. Woo! Oh shit, we're a windmill. Come on, windmill. Okay, wow, this can cause headache. How do you do the tab? How do you shut down all the windows? Whatever, this is cool. Okay, I'm going to stop and let it recontrol itself. And look at that. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Do you mind stopping already? Oh, fuck you, that's it. I'ma force you to stop. And put your solars back, because... Kerbin. Quickly, retract. Yay! And now we're going to fall down and die. This is probably by far the best way I could have think of end this video is by dying. So let's do that. Let us die. Yeah, just gonna de-orbit here. It's gonna take some time. Whoa! Cause that totally makes sense. Yeah. Whoa, shit. Cause this totally makes sense, of course. Why else would it be? It makes sense. Look, what? I'm not even gonna question this anymore. Oh shit! This isn't physically possible. My ship's in pieces. There you go. So you know the Bleeding Llama Dance Party song? It could have been useful there. Get down, boy. No, this actually could have been good there. I would like somebody to use this as source material for that. I know it's an old meme, but... Oh, and now I'm sad. It's still kind of dizzy, but... Now, if only I would have placed parachute on this, we could have salvaged this, but... I am not smart, so... Leading down a dance party. Okay, let's try to, thrust, stop. Oh, shit! And it doesn't matter anyway. Tracking station. And this is the debris, right? Make sure this is the rocket. You don't want to accidentally delete your shit. Make sure the auto set. Yes, this is the debris. I can't control it, obviously, but there it is, motherfuckers. So, gotta go to the tracking station. Dismantle the motherfucker. So, yes. Yes. Yay! So there you go. Space station is a go with those parts, and I'm gonna have to add 2 more. But I'm just gonna launch another rocket here for my sake, not for your sake. Right. But that basically is how you rendezvous. Again, if you have any questions, I guess, yes, I cheated, but I can still tell you a few things, you know, maybe. So if you really have anything question regarding these rendezvous, I guess I can help you. But again, the way that I just showed it, it really isn't hard at all. It really isn't hard. The only thing you have to remember is to keep in mind is get a lot of fuel with you. That will, you saw how much I freaking frosted, right? Get enough fuel, get everything coordinated, and you should be good. You should be good. Pretty much. But that's all for this video and this tutorial on rendezvous. Oh my god, I can't believe I fucking have to do this more. I have to do this twice more. Holy shit. Twice more, guys, and then I have to think about other modules that I'm going to add there. But regardless, that was the basic parts of docking. That is docking. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to revert the flight and remove all the previous quick saves because I don't need them. Sorry, that was random horses running around. No, it wasn't. I was finger tapping my table. No questions asked. Asked. Sorry. Just wait for it to load. Just a second here. Just. There you go. Yeah, I'll have to process all these, but what you want to do is go to where your Kerbal Space Program is. Since you're not pirated, for you it's probably in the Steam Workshop. But you go to your Kerbal Space Program directory. Go to saves. Go to the world where it is. For me, it's this one, Sandbox No Fuel. Start dock mode. 45 meters, 12. Not the ships. And delete. There you go. And now those autosave, and don't touch anything else, and that should do for the saves. And now you can just resume the world and everything will be fine. With that said, hopefully you learned something. You know, like how to rendezvous. If you'd like me to make other tutorials, I guess, but just so you'll know, I don't have a lot of experience with Kerbal Space Program. I can only get to the moon and Minimus without going back, well, to Minimus unless I get a ore refinery and a drill. Otherwise, there's no going back for me from Minimus or any other star because I never because I never pack enough fuel because I don't know how. Hence why this world is big. But it doesn't really. Anyway, hope you learned something new. Hopefully now rendezvous is not a problem at all for you. Go test ahead. First of all, I do suggest, you know, you go ahead, make a new sandbox world. Try to enable yourself infinite fuel and see if you can get it with your rocket design. If you can, then try to think about other ways of adding more fuel, because again, with fuel wastes and stuff like that. So just take a lot of things into perspective, then watch this video, and basically that's how to rendezvous. Yeah. Hopefully I made your life much easier, because this is a really... People say it's the hardest thing to do in the game. I honestly don't think so anymore, since now I can do it easily, but that's it. That's it for this tutorial, I guess. Again, whatever. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.